of Gospel Life News. My name remains Daki, and for today, I'll give you the privilege to spell it whichever way you want. By the way, tomorrow, the 1st of December, we want to say a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. It has been a long and exciting year, and what a good way to end it with Gospel TV. If you're not following us yet on YouTube, you guys should go search for us out and see us, follow us, and because we have amazing updates for you. At the same time, also extend the favor to share to your friends so we all can enjoy this season together, because trust us, we have amazing content for you guys. All the events that are in Lagos, Gospel TV promises to bring them to your screen as though you were there. I want to say a big thanks to our fans for doing what you do. We love you guys. And now you can now stream us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. All you have to do is look out for that space that is most convenient for you and stream us there. The news is buzzing as the man who was pronounced dead at the time, Oladips, has come out to accuse Kidot, calling him names and all of that. All of these, we will talk about them in the news. In the meantime, people are still buzzing from their Spotify playlist and updates and all of that. If you've not updated your Spotify playlist, let us know in the comment section which artists you have listened to the most for the year. For me, it is Davido. What is it for you? We'll begin the news today with Burna Boy. Earlier today, we saw Chelsea football star and England football star, the lady who at the time played with the Nigerian team, who got a red card after stamping on our own Alozie at the time, talking about Lauren James, has come out to say, my most streamed artist on Spotify for the year is Burna Boy, and that's an amazing one to see that she reasoned properly with Burna Boy. Burna Boy tops the list, Ayana Kumara, BC Trey, and others follow suit, but then Burna Boy leads the pack for Lauren James. Moving on, we saw England women national team head coach Sarina Wingman, who's also a Burna Boy fan. She came out to say, at the moment, our favorite song is For My Hand with Burna Boy and Ed Sheeran. Trust me, this guy is becoming big day by day. And then if you're still doubting it, I would say he is the biggest from Africa. It just means you probably have not been following our news and what he has done. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy and Byron Messia Taliban's official video have surpassed 20 million views on YouTube. It is the second music video from my Told Them album to achieve these major feats. Just coming in again, we saw Burna Boy maintaining his spot at the top as the most streamed African artist globally across audio digital streaming platform with over 7.78 billion stream, which include Apple Music, Spotify, Audiomack, Boomplay, and YouTube Music. He has done that with over 7.78 billion stream. Moving on, we have Oladips as the next guy on the news. We saw Oladips sharing this recovery process online where he has been to the hospital getting injections, and it just shows that at the point he was maybe not feeling too fine and almost lost his life, but thank God he did not lose his life. But the problem is, why would the management come out to say we lost him? That is where Nigerians are the problem with him at the time. Moving on, we saw where he came out to say, I know there is cruise, there is clout, and there is truth. Q. Alagbe, the reason why you posted my G is alive at the time my family was unsure of my situation is so appalling. And where I did struggle with my life, you did post my G is alive. Unnecessary misleading everyone, made it look like me and you had a conversation. Bro, I went through it hard and happened the last time, me and you had conversations. Okay, the last time me and you had conversation was January 2nd, 2022. I get proof, and soon I will tell the story in full. Cause why they always do like this for industry? Now, this is kind of dicey because Kidot just said my G is alive, and then Oladips is saying you shouldn't have said that. Now, the thing is, if you have discovered that he was alive, why keep the story? Because the good news is that we wanted to know if he was alive. Oladips is saying he had a problem with that because he was not sure if he was alive or not. And this is where it gets dicey because you are alive. So why have a problem with somebody saying you are alive? Do you want to die? Because this is what people are saying, like, what exactly is your problem with what Kidot said? But then he said him and Kidot spoke last on the 2nd day of December 2022. And then the other receipt is going to post there when he feels he needs to do that. Trust me, we want to see what that receipt indeed look like. And then he said to the stupid boy that posted that I was eating turkey and rice, say I dey set ring lights, even posted a video of us hugging each other, making it look like I pranked. So he just came out to make a video saying he did not prank that one, it was real. And then he called out people who would have been posted videos that look as though it was a prank. So now it gets more interesting. So was it real that you died? Did you resurrect? What happened? Like, what the process of making it look like it was not a prank is the problem. Now, what really happened between the day you died and the day you came back to life? What really happened? Because you announced on your page that you died, and then people came out to say you did not die, and then you said it's not a prank. So between that space and now, Oladips, what really happened? Now, I just want to know. We want to know what really happened because now we are interested in this case. Moving on, we have Odumodu as the next guy on the news. Moving on, we saw Odumodu coming out to say, everywhere I go, I preach the gospel of Amale. Check my interviews. God gave him what he did not give others because he's calm, reserved. He does not get the adequate recognition. He is my best Nigerian artist. His melodies are directly from God. Check the charts in the past 5 years. He rules. His music is not based on funding or swag. It is music and music only. For me, he has the most powerful sound in the game coming from his friend Odumodu Black towards Omale. At the same time, we saw where he came out to say his boy and Declan Rice gave him his match 1 jersey, and then he announced that this night Eziokur and Deluxe drops this night. And trust me when I say this, we are waiting to see what the Deluxe project indeed look like. Moving on, we saw for this week, the most streamed song in Nigeria for this week, we have Cast with Charlie Poppy and Odumodu Black with about 2.9 million stream. And then we have Omale Oligos with about 2.7 million stream as number 2. Asake Lonely at the top comes as number 3 with about 1.7 million stream. We have Odumodu Black, Bloody Civilian, and Wale with Blood on the Dance Floor with about 1.53 million. And then Rema with DND comes 5th with 1.5 million. At the same time, this week, most aired song on the radio in Nigeria, we have Asake and HER with Lonely at the Top remix. We have Omale Oligos as number 2, Blood on the Dance Floor as number 3, DND as 4, and Black Bones Yemego as number 5. Obviously, on this list, you see that Odumodu Black occupies about 2 positions, and that is massive for him, coming as someone who just announced himself and is doing good for himself for the year 2023. Moving on, we saw Odumodu Black finally coming out to apologize for the lady he called a sex worker over Twitter bans and cruise. He said he's human and there's little to what he could take at the time, and lady was just unfortunate that at the time she made that comment, it met him at the wrong part, and he said what he said. He mentioned to say he also came out to say if sees that tomorrow in a situation, he was going to make sure that he fight for her and make sure that she is okay. And at the same time, he also said if she needs money or something, if he has, he is going to support her. But then he apologized that, yes, I was wrong about that, and I'm sorry. And that is what sportsmanship look like. That is what everybody wants to see, that Odumodu can apologize when he is wrong. Moving on, we have Asake as the next guy on the news. So for this week, Asake is the most streamed artist on YouTube for this week, and that's an amazing one. Trust me, coming from somebody who a lot of person felt like he has just a good base on AudioMark, but then he has shown that even on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, I am the king of those space. But recall that these fact numbers are only for Nigerian alone. At the same time, we saw Lonely at the Top is the most streamed song on YouTube this week, and why Lonely at the Top acoustic version by Asake and HER is the most viewed music video on YouTube this week. So both on the song category and music video, Asake tops in Nigeria charts alone for this week. Moving on, we saw on Spotify, Asake has amassed for itself about 510.3 million streams so far for the year, and at the same time, he has got about 21.5 million listeners, and he has been streamed about 20.6 million hours, and in over 184 countries. What else is a successful year looking like for you? Because for me, this is the definition of success for Asake for the year in view 2023. Moving on, we saw Asake topping the chart on Spotify for countries, even where he's not from. For Nigeria, he tops that one with him coming as number 1, Burna Boy as number 2, and at the same time in Ghana, Asake also tops it as number 1 in Ghana. Nigeria, he sits as number 1, and then also in Ghana, he also sits as number one. Moving on, we have Rema as the last guy on the news. We saw Rema Records is tolling 1.6 billion stream on Spotify for the year alone, 2023. A total of about 89.6 million new listeners. And so far, like I said, for Asake, Rema has done 1.6 billion stream, 142.6 million listeners, 88.6 million hours, and in over 184 countries. That is what Rema has done. And with what I've just said, it just shows that Afrobeat should not be taken lightly, because this is becoming the new gold that the world has been looking for. Asake, Rema, Davido, Burna Boy making African proud. We're so happy that we are in this dispensation and we are saying Afrobeat to the world. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very next one.